You know what they say about not fearing a man that has made 1,000 moves once, but rather fearing the man that has perfected one move 1,000 times? Yeah, Arsenal is the former example.
I think the difference today was the set pieces, because the set pieces you see a
Manchester United just hate to play at the Emirates. Jose Mourinho was the last manager to win a league match at the Emirates. That was 7 years ago. 7 years. This showdown promised to be exciting, as both teams were in good form moving into this game. Arsenal start near the top of the table and has scored 14 goals whilst conceding in their last 5 games. Recent results did include a 5-1 win against Sporting in the Champions League, bringing Sporting's 18 months unbeaten home run to an end. The same Sporting that a few games prior was managed by the now Man United manager. And naturally, some football fans were of the opinion that if Amorim was still in charge of Sporting, things would have been tougher for Arsenal. But let me not digress. United, on the other hand, had been unbeaten in 7 games across all competitions, though their league form had been less consistent. They recently secured a 3-2 comeback win over Bodo Glimt in the Europa League, but struggled in away matches, including a 1-1 draw with relegation battling Ipswich. Defensive improvements were evident, conceding only 4 goals in their last 5 matches. Impressive. Now, earlier this week, Amorim did say that he has rotated every player on the team's roster. This coach has an incredible man management skills that need to be studied. Never mind. First half was very uneventful. It wasn't exactly one for the highlight reels. Both teams played cautiously, like two drivers refusing to merge into traffic. Arsenal's Thomas Partey had a decent chance, but instead of scoring, he decided to shoulder the responsibility, literally. Despite some attempts from both sides and constant backward passes from Garnacho and occasional cutting from Saka, the 45 minutes ended with the crowd wondering if anyone had packed the goal. The second half promised to be better, and boy it was. Things finally came alive in the 54th minute. Declan Rice stepped up to deliver a corner and Jurrien Timber rose to meet it, glancing the ball into the net. It was a clean, clinical header that had Arsenal fans chanting louder than a karaoke night at the pub. Seriously, Arsenal has perfected the corner kick routine. Another display of what some football fans call dark arts was evident soon after. Arsenal struck again in the 74th minute. Yet another set piece. This time, a Bukayo Saka delivery towards the far post. And he ended up connecting with Thomas Partey and then ricocheting off William Saliba and passing Andre Onana. It wasn't the prettiest of goals, but hey, they all count, innit? Arsenal's corners were once again the star of the show, leaving United's defense looking as steady as a house of cards in a rainstorm. At this point, United looked helpless. Amorim was tasting his first defeat. At the end of the match, United witnessed Arsenal experiment various corner kick routines 13 times. Now, let's talk about Arsenal's corner kicks for a moment, shall we? Arsenal scored 22 goals from corners alone since the beginning of last season. And this season, 18 of their 28 goals so far has been from corner kicks, 64% of all goals this season. Now, that's insane. And it's definitely not a coincidence. Just 3 seasons ago, Arsenal's corner kicks used to be, well, let's just say they were as predictable as a British weather forecast. Always a bit cloudy. Until the arrival of Nicolas Jova as a set-piece coach. And guess where he came from? You're right, he came from Manchester City. Since his arrival, Arsenal have turned dead ball situations into prime scoring opportunities. And it's not just random luck. Each corner is meticulously planned. From target areas to player movements, Jova has corner kick tactics down to a science. It's like he's playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. You know you're doing a good job when your opponent indirectly acknowledges your effort, right?
I think the difference today was the set pieces, because the set pieces you see a goal and then the momentum change, and it's really hard for us to take control of the full control of the game.
Top teams constantly look for ways to gain marginal advantages in all areas of the game. Remember when Stoke City used to have a throw-in routine that was as good as a corner kick? Now, talk of throw-ins, Liverpool employed Thomas Groenemark, a specialist throw-in coach, in the summer of 2018. And the result, Liverpool scored an estimated 10 to 15 goals per season from throw-in scenarios between 2018 and 2023. This includes notable successes during the 2019-2020 Premier League winning campaign, and in which 13 goals originated from throw-ins. But let me not digress. This is not a video about set pieces. I might make a dedicated video on that, so subscribe so you don't miss it. Now back to Arsenal Man United. 19-year-old Leny Yoro made his Premier League debut. Now, while the youngster showed promise with his recovery and defensive tackles, he was thrown into a match where Arsenal's set pieces ruled the day. Yoro's flashes of brilliance earned him comparisons to Raphael Varane, but it's clear he's still finding his feet. Further up the pitch, Mason Mount and Tyrell Malacia worked hard but struggled to make an impact. Malacia had a challenging first Premier League start in over 500 days, tasked with containing the electric and in-form Bukayo Saka. He was cooked repeatedly. Declan Rice reminded everyone why he's one of Arsenal's most important players. Playing through a broken toe, Rice bossed the midfield in the second half, lifting his team when they needed it most. Rice's performance showed that even when he's not at 100%, he can still be the difference maker Arsenal rely on. £100 million well spent. Overall, United had moments where they had played through Arsenal's press with quick passes, but they lacked the cutting edge to turn those sequences into real chances. Now, it was a masterclass from Arsenal in how to control a game without the ball. And although United got a lot of free kicks around the box, they weren't threatening from those chances. Maybe, just maybe, it's time Man United recruited a free kick specialist. Who knows? 211 meetings between these two, and it's the first time Arsenal beats United 4 times in a row, and the first loss for Amorim as Man United's manager. No surprises here. To be fair, the best outcome for United in this match would have been a draw. There's no way they can win Arsenal with this squad and form, yet. In other matches, Liverpool did drop points away to Newcastle. What a game that was. Newcastle opened the scoring to a 6-goal thriller, but Liverpool came back into a winning position and gave up the lead in the 90th minute. Finally, Manchester City got out of the woods with a commanding 3-0 thrashing of Nottingham Forest at home. You see what I did there? Roots, Forest. Alright, never mind. Man City's first win in 8 games in all competitions. I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. After a commanding 5-1 away triumph over Southampton, Chelsea are second on the table on goal difference. Maresca's ball is balling. More on Chelsea's performance in another video soon. Subscribe. Liverpool's lead has now been reduced to 7 points, and Manchester City sits comfortably in 4th after 14 games. Interesting times. If you enjoyed this piece, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And let me know what your thoughts are. Can Arsenal set piece magic keep them in the title race? And what's next for United's side? Alright, stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one.